A lot of times I think that sales reps struggle with understanding what to say or how to say it, where they're creating content for what purpose. But do you have any like tips or ideas for folks to be able to leverage video but still effectively kind of provide value versus just like, hey, here's a video for video's sake?
Hmm. Absolutely. So when you're first getting started out, like me and my first batch of videos, it's part of it just experimentation. You're going to have to find out what resonates with the audience. But in general, I would say I think of especially short form content, so things like TikTok. YouTube's a little different because you're recording 10, 15, 20-minute pieces of content. But short form video, the analogy I draw there is it's similar to effective cold email communications.
Mm.
It's short, it's concise, it's to the point. It provides some kind of immediate value without a lot of buildup. So when you look at a lot of successful videos, they talk about the hook, right? That first 3 seconds is like, okay, somebody needs to understand in that first 3 seconds why why would I bother to watch the remaining 20 seconds? And I also think there's a parallel there to phone prospecting. I think the first 7 seconds, you're not trying to sell the meeting in the first 7 seconds. You're selling in the first 7 seconds of a phone call why that person should give you another 20 to to hear you out. So it's all about being concise to the point, offering something of value. And I think there's this idea, right, of original content. And for me, I'm a little bit in the opposite direction in that I believe that there's not really, if you really think about it, there's not really any original ideas anymore. I mean, there's 8 billion people on the planet thinking of stuff like the idea that you're going to come up with something that's truly absolutely unicorn and unique to talk about in a 20-second video with a prospect is not is not realistic. What does come across, though, and what you should try to do is offer perspective, right? So it might be a piece of information that you think, well, this prospect, probably already has it, or another rep from another company's emailed them a content PDF that talks about it similarly. But in that video message or your cold email, whatever it might be, is there a unique perspective that you have or that a somebody you've worked with has that you can offer that person that makes them go, huh, I knew a thing, but I never quite thought of it that way. And even just like a slight shift might be that thing that makes them click and go, oh, this is worth like thinking about more, exploring more. So I would say focus less on trying to be like completely unique and original in the thought or like the piece of information you're trying to share versus offering a differing perspective. Because I think that's, and especially executive decision makers, right? They're looking for people that can tell them something they don't know or think or help them understand something in a different way than they know. They don't want to just hear, or a CFO doesn't want to hear, oh, impending recession potentially, you need to do a better job of doing more with the resources you have. They're like, I'm a CFO. That's exactly what I do. But if you can offer kind of a unique perspective in how to approach that maybe another CFO you work with had, like, it's all about that. It's about that context and perspective. So I think that now, then the art and the practice of recording is how do you condense that down into like a 30-second, video. Um, but it's really kind of formulating it from that frame of mind.